Alrighty, this is an exercise about how to play bar chords efficiently, how to play them well so you can get better tone and strength in your hands. So this, as you know, is an E chord, this one right here. Second and third fingers on the second fret of the fifth and fourth strings, and then you have your first finger on G sharp there, first fret of the third string. Okay, so that is E. Sounds like this. Alright, now a lot of people play it this way, but I usually almost never play it this way. Instead of using 1, 2, and 3, I use 2, 3, and 4. So I make the same shape, but I make it with 2, 3, and 4. And what that does is it frees up my first finger to bar with. Alright? I'm going to adjust my stand a little bit here so you can see my fretboard. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play each string separately. Alright. I'm going to check my first string is a little bit sharp. That is better. And that's even better. Alright, I'm going to do that again. Okay, now there's a purpose behind playing each string nice and slowly like that. That's to check to see if it rings clearly. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot this whole shape, this E shape, I'm going to scoot it one fret to the right towards the body, and then I'm going to lay my first finger across the first fret. Now in effect what you're doing here is you're playing this F on the top right here, and with the bottom part of your index finger you're going to play the C that's here on the first fret of the second string and this F that's on the first fret of the first string. But you do it with the base of your index finger. That part of your index finger is going to press down. So it's going to really strengthen this muscle right here between your thumb and your index finger and this part of your hand, which is called the thenar eminence, that bump at the base of your thumb, the thenar eminence. Okay? So, played my open E, scoot to the right, and then again, check, one string at a time. Should sound nice and clear. If it sounds like this, the first two strings sound like that, then you need to pinch more with the index finger at the your what you call proxial joint. That means close to your palm. This part down here. This is distal because it's further away. It's distant. Distal and proxial. Okay? That little pad right there, that's what you're going to be pressing. And you can certainly do this exercise where you just play the first string, the second string, and then go back and forth between all of the frets, but we're just going to go one fret at a time here at F, and then we'll scoot again to the right, check every string. It's F sharp, then G, then G sharp, A. You can also check it against this A here. Then A sharp, then B, C. Now at this point, if you're playing an acoustic guitar, that's about as far as you're probably going to be able to go, because most classicals have the neck installed at the 12th fret, which would be right here, and so your hand would start bumping up against the side of the body. I'm going to keep going because I'm playing an electric. I'm going to go past the 8th fret here and go up to the 9th fret, C sharp. Then go to D. And D sharp. Then go up to E. All the way at the 12th fret. You can see up there. Double marker at the 12th fret. If you have an electric, I encourage you to use it. So on the way down, we're going to go E, E flat, flats on the way down, D, D flat, C, B. Now you'll notice I didn't go C, C flat. C flat is a thing, but I don't want to get into it right now. C, 8th fret, B, 7th, B flat, A, 5th fret, A flat, G, G flat, F, and then E again. Good. So let me just say this. If you're having trouble with getting the first 2 strings, there may be a number of reasons why that happens. It could be the size of your hand and that it's a little bit of a hardship for you down here because you have a joint right there. If your fingers or hands are smaller, that could be uncomfortable for you, but you can get it. You just need to practice it. But let me also say this. As you're developing strength in your hand, there is a kind of a shortcut way, just using less strings to play the same exercise. You will start with the same shape, the E shape, open, and then instead of going all the way down to the 1st and 2nd strings when you're strumming through it, just strum the top 4. 3, 4, 5, and 6, like this. What that will do is it'll allow your hand to kind of adjust and get used to developing the strength in your hand. And go back down. And there's that 8th fret, which acoustic guitar players, nylon string players probably won't get past that point. Okay, and as I said before, you can do this kind of an exercise. And all I'm doing is I'm pressing with the proxial joint on my index finger on the bottom 2 strings. Now I'm pulling my fingers back like this so you can see, but that's not how I would do this normally. I would keep my fingers close together. Okay, let's do this one more time. Open, going up to F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, and E. If you do that like a couple times a day, like in a month, you should be able to really play every bar chord going up the neck within reason. Again, taking into account the size of your hand, where your joints lie in relationship to the strings. And as I said before, you can just use the top 4 strings and do this, develop some strength in this area of your hand, and as you grow and develop, you'll get it. You're good.